Hey everyone. So my name is Stephanie. Welcome back if you are a subscriber, and thank you. And if you are not a subscriber yet, there's still time. Plenty of it. What I'm doing is I'm going through different nutritional lifestyles. Paleo right now. I'm going to do veganism and vegetarianism. I'm going to try Whole30. The kinds of things that you're on for the rest of your life. And then I am doing research regarding each of them as I am on that diet or nutritional lifestyle, and bringing all of that to you, including how I felt at the end of said nutritional experiment and what my blood work looks like, etc., etc. So subscribe if you want to see more. The documentary that I am reviewing today, first an update for you. Paleo update. So far, still so good. Had a little bit of a hiccup this week. A little bit of a plateau with my weight in the beginning of the week, and then I dropped a pound this morning. So a very temporary hiccup. I also am trying to be as real as I can with you guys about stuff. So I want to tell you, I did have some rice. There was a couple of days where I started feeling just really icky. And I was like, oh God, is this the paleo? Is it doing this to me? I'm watching all this stuff about how awesome it makes everybody feel, and I'm feeling like crap. What is happening? I thought at first it was the fact that I didn't have a gallbladder. I did have my gallbladder out a while ago. So I thought maybe, my bile wasn't getting stored in it, obviously, and therefore not able to help break down these proteins and these fats as well. So I got some bile salts to start taking, and I did that, and it did help. Then I started taking some probiotics, and that helped a lot. And then I figured out, oh my God, it's these low dose antibiotics that I am on for my rosacea. So it's a good thing I'm on paleo for a couple of months so that I can bring you some unbiased, undeterred by the gut-killing antibiotics that I am on currently. So, but I'm taking probiotics now. All should be fine, and I should be back to feeling the same way that I was feeling without the antibiotics, hopefully within a couple of days. So just wanted to be real with you guys and let you know during that time, I was like, oh my gosh, am I eating too much protein? Maybe I need a little bit of, so I had a little bit of rice. I didn't even have a piece of Halloween candy. I should get credit for not even having a piece of Halloween candy. But I did have rice, so what you gonna do? All right, documentary review time. So I'm reviewing today a documentary called Love Paleo. At least it's called Love Paleo on Amazon. I've seen it also advertised as We Love Paleo. Same film. It was really different than any of the other paleo documentaries or books that I have read thus far, which, so far isn't too many. But I will get into why in a little bit. It basically interviewed almost a dozen people regarding how living a Paleolithic lifestyle changed their life. These people had a host of problems: chronic migraines, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, gastrointestinal issues, adult acne, foggy mind, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, as well as just a general feeling of ickiness. They were told by their doctor to accept their fate and take one of these. Insert pill here, right? Almost all of them had to find out on their own how powerful changing your diet can be when it comes to fixing specific health issues. And they were all eventually led to, you guessed it, paleo. One of the things that I was most struck by in this film was the amount of people who were diabetic and who were coming off of their meds entirely. Especially older patients who just thought that their blood sugar raising was simply a part of aging and just something that was going to happen. We were satisfied with what we knew to be, and we thought this was it. You grow old, you die, you feel miserable, and you have aches and pains. And that's just part of the life process. And we know now that that doesn't have to be. So we're moving more, we're feeling better. It's incredible. That's incredible, isn't it? Love Paleo points out that if you think you need to eat every 2 hours in order to keep yourself from getting hangry and maintain your blood sugar, then you're not eating right. We weren't made to eat every couple of hours. We aren't grazers. We're not ruminants. There's just something wrong with that whole concept evolutionarily, dietary health-wise. And as I pointed out in my previous article, we shouldn't need to graze if we're eating a high-protein diet because it keeps you satiated. A lot of diets, real diets, these days do this and have you eat every couple of hours. It kind of revolutionized the idea of modern day diets, I think, because people were suddenly able to keep to these diets better. They weren't only eating 3 meals a day, which is hard to do when you're eating a high carb diet. You get hungry at the drop of a hat. Your blood sugar's like, instead of slow, eat and then slowly going down like it does when you eat a high protein diet. I now fully believe that to be true. I am seeing the results for myself. When I am eating a low carb diet, I am definitely less hungry and I don't need to eat every couple of hours. So the documentary talks about why Americans are gaining on average 1.5 pounds every year. Eating 150 grams to 300 grams of carbs a day means steady, insidious weight gain. Eating 300 grams of carbs a day or more, which is what the standard American diet has people eating, is the danger zone. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it's dangerous. Obviously, it means weight gain. Michael Farley points out that the problem with cholesterol and heart disease is something called oxidated cholesterol. Not dietary, which is what we're talking about, or serum cholesterols. Inflammation in the body, we're back to inflammation again, imagine that, can oxidize your cholesterol. And that's where the problem comes in. So, the issue isn't to suppress cholesterol, which is fundamental to our health. In fact, it's the most powerful antioxidant in our body. And now we're suppressing it. What we should be doing is eliminating the cause of the inflammation. What's the cause of the inflammation? Bad dietary choices. So, studies. In 2015, a study found that 4 months of Paleolithic nutrition significantly lowered total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, and increased HDL, the good cholesterol, in subjects compared to a grain-based, heart-healthy diet. So I am really starting to think these paleo folks have got their stuff figured out. Let me tell you, this research is making me dread when I am going to have to eat grains again. When I go to vegan or vegetarian or whatever has me eat grains again. But I guess the good side is that when I do, I will see the difference very clearly from when I was not eating grains to eating grains. Or I won't. Maybe I won't see a difference. But it doesn't sound that way. There's a lot of people that are benefiting from this and talking about how much better they feel not eating grains. All right, so I mentioned that this film was different than a lot of the other films and books that I have read on paleo so far. How so? It talks about paleo as a lifestyle, not just a dietary choice. And I'd heard that term, lifestyle, in a lot of the books and documentaries. They talk and they say the word lifestyle, but they only talk about diet, at least so far. And this one talks about other things. They talk about sleep, for instance, and how important it is, which all of us should know, right? How getting 8 hours a night of sleep can help you when it comes to weight loss and just your mind functioning properly and all this other stuff. It also talks about exercise and how it should be functional. Things like rock climbing, sprinting, hiking, playing sports with lots of quick, jerky movements where you're running around, like tennis, running around a tennis court, hitting a ball. Things that mimic the way that our ancestors moved on a daily basis. Not you know, specifically, they weren't playing tennis, obviously, but they were hunting and they were having to, you know, move certain ways. We don't move like that anymore. It also talks about strength training, but you don't have to go, you know, work out on those machines. In fact, those machines are probably very un-paleo. Going out, though, and rock climbing and building your muscles by climbing up a wall over and over again. Very paleo. So I felt like the documentary Love Paleo was very relatable. It's the kind of thing that almost everybody is going to relate to in one way or another. These are stories of real people who changed their lives remarkably by changing their eating habits. Real stories resonate. The more, the better. So because of all that, I felt like the documentary was very compelling. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Yeah, I liked it. In fact, it's a really good intro to paleo kind of film. It's not going to tell you a lot of the specifics on how to follow the diet, but it's going to help convince you to try the diet. In fact, it ends by saying, hey, what have you got to lose? Give it a try for 30 days and see if it helps you feel better. See if it improves your life. See if you feel just better. If you don't, you can always go back to eating the way that you were eating. But if it has even a small chance to improve your life for the better, in a small or big way, why not give it a shot? Why not indeed? Somebody's got some candy. Can you say candy?
Candy.
Yeah, she learned that word really, really quick.
Aha!
That's funny. I know. Smile. Oh, such a big, cute smile. I love the scrunchy-eyed smile. I love that smile. Say subscribe.
Nah.
You can learn candy in a day, but you can't say subscribe.
Candy.
That will be one of your first 50 words. Subscribe.
Bye.
Oh, okay, I guess we're going. Bye. Have a good day, everyone.